Hi, Lala Castro from the Red Carpet Report, and today we're in downtown LA covering the Latinos de Hoy Awards. ¿Verdad?
Well, again, I'm a presenter today.
Presenter today. Okay, awesome. You look very handsome
Thank you
today.
very much.
Thank you for coming up to us. So, who's your mentor, or what brings you here today?
Well, you know what? We've been working a lot with Telemundo. They've been actually one of our sponsors for NASCAR for the past 2 years. So we've been getting involved with the Hispanic community. So it's been great to get my race team, which is Uli Perez Racing, out there in front of the public, supporting the Hispanics in racing, because it's a predominantly a Caucasian sport, and we're one of a few Latinos involved with NASCAR. So it's great to be here and be involved and be offered an honor to present an award to one of the athletes.
That's awesome. So what is the percentage of Latinos right now in NASCAR, and why the interest all of a sudden?
Well, there is a series in Mexico right now, and it's basically in Mexico, but there's not that many drivers here in the U.S. I would say probably less than 0.5% here in the United States compared, because it's not really a typical sport that the Hispanics get involved with. They're more into basketball and soccer and baseball and those type of sports, but racing is a totally different field that it's really hard to get into. You got to know how to get into that sport, and it costs money too to get involved.
Right. So last year I attended your Grand Prix in San Bernardino. Right.
Well, that would be the California Speedway. That's
okay.
That's a NASCAR. And the Grand Prix is located in Long Beach, which is a totally different racing
that's
series.
Right. You're correct. I'm sorry.
We do more oval track racing than they do more road course racing.
Right.
But it's an amazement of the crowd that we're getting out there, and the Hispanics are finally getting out there, and that we are able to get into the sport and have support and behind us and stuff like that.
So what are you going to do to attract them? Because, like you said, it's not necessarily a Hispanic sport. You know, are there enough Latinos that will find it a sport where it's going to be worth their time to spend the whole day to watch, race cars?
Well, the biggest problem that we have in the sport is that we don't have anybody that we can have Hispanics come out and to actually be a fan of, someone to support. And now that we're involved in there and slowly getting, we're finally getting a big fan base coming in and supporting our racing series and our program, and that we can actually go out there and race and be competitive against these other drivers out there. So it's the awareness of going into the community. And this past 2 years with Telemundo backing me up, we've been able to go ahead and do that into the community by doing a lot of events and bringing them out to the races locally here at Irwindale Speedway.
Sounds like fun. So today, who are you looking forward to seeing?
Well, actually, I'm actually just here to have a good time and enjoy. Amazingly, I've been fortunate over my past couple of years to meet a lot of celebrities and stuff like that. Today is just a good day for those who actually are getting an award, and those are the ones who actually deserve to be come and seen and watched.
So for you, as a Latino, who is your mentor?
Well, actually, for mentors in driving and racing, I really don't have one, to be honest with you.
Oh, no. You need to change that.
Well, because there really hasn't been Hispanic drivers in the sport that I really enjoy. So it's really hard to pick a specific driver to say, hey, he's my mentor because he's Hispanic. If I were to pick a driver today that has come from ground roots up, would have to be Jimmy Johnson, who's basically out of El Cajon, California, who's done a little bit of racing, has moved up, and now he's a 5-time Winston Cup champion. He's done a lot in his career, so I kind of look to see at his demeanor and how he's followed that path, and we want to do that path too, but we want to do it in the Hispanic community and get up there one day.
So I have to ask you, how did you get into
Well, I got involved with NASCAR about close to over 10 years ago with 76 Racing Fuels. That's when I first got the bug of racing. And I realized going to the racetracks and helping out and working there that there wasn't any Latinos in the sport. And I figured, well, this is something I really want to do. And when I first started driving, I fell in love with it. And I said, I got to do this. And we've grown in the past 10 years. Uli Perez Racing has grown to race bigger and better cars. Now our next step is to move into those bigger and faster cars. But it takes sponsorship money to do that. So the talent's there. We just need to get the money to do that.
Any chance you're going to get in one of those cars to race?
We've actually raced. I've actually raced the bigger cars and tested those bigger cars. It's just going to take the funding to get there to be able to do it more on a consistent basis in a week in and week out.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you.
Hi, thanks for watching. If you like what you just seen today, click like or subscribe for more videos. Or if you can even comment below and let us know who your favorite Latino artist was today.